work, I hope. We're gonna do starting the stream. Fantastic. We're gonna change this to dark mode if I can. Can we change it to... Yeah, I can't. Can I change to the dark here? No, I can't do that during the... Alright, let's take the audio here. Testing, testing. Yeah. Testing. Hello? Change to the dark here? No, yep. I can't do that during the... Yeah, we're good. Sweet. Sweetness. Alright, so let's pause that. And we should be good to go. I'm going to do advanced settings here for a second. I'm going to just make sure today's date, language, English, anything else. We got to change. Sort by newest comment for save changes. Okay. View on the watch page. There we go. We're good. We're good to go. Okay, let's start this game up. Let's start it up. Let's start it up, boys and girls. Let's start this up. Alright, I'm going to turn down the game volume here for me a little bit. Sound. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. It's a little bit too loud for me. Alright, okay. I'm going to make a new character. We're going to call ourselves... I'm going to do Undead. And we're going to be called ourselves... We're going to... Let's see, who are we going to be? Who are we going to be? You can be a hunter, a warrior. I might be a warrior. I haven't really played as warriors much, so I think I might do a warrior. Yeah, I might do a warrior. Or what about mage? Warlock? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a warrior. Yeah. I'm gonna call ourselves Linux Gamer. I'm gonna do randomize. That looks cool. Let's do it that way. There we go. We are gonna do that. There we go. Name already contains letters. Oh yeah, there we go. Linux Gamer. We're gonna do it that way. There we go.
Though Lady Sylvanas and her Forsaken finally took vengeance.
Any heirlooms? No, nope, I don't have any heirlooms for... These sets I... Feels a little laggy, but hey.
Speak quickly. Farewell.
Sweet. I'm gonna get these here. We gotta get these. Alright, we got what we needed. Is there anything else here? Nope. I'm gonna actually pop out the chat here. Hold on. I'm gonna pop out that chat so I can see the chat better. I'm gonna move you over here. I'm gonna move you here. There we go. Top chat, I'm gonna change it to live chat. There we go. I'm gonna turn on, yeah, the game mode's on. Fantastic.
And you trust no one.
Like, you know what? I might turn down some settings here a little bit. Let's do... to ultra. Should be a little bit better. This shadow quality should be a little bit better, I hope. I'm gonna kill these guys. Feel like it works just fine, but it also like it feels like there is a slight lag. You can feel it. You can feel the lag a little bit. But hey, that's just me. I'm not getting drop things or anything, so that's good. All right.
I'm listening. Victory for Sylvanas. What do you require? Beware.
What do I want to talk to these people?
This had better be good.
I live my life in the shadows.
You live your life in the shadows. This is just to see if this game runs properly in Linux, but you know how it is. Not everything works well after a while.
What is it? Watch your back.
Like if I'm not recording, it should probably run even better if it's on if I'm not doing anything or not watching a video or anything like that. I can probably game this no problem.
Hello. Victory for Sylvanas.
Because I'm playing this through the Battle.net application, not separately. So obviously there will be some lag or some like freezing, I guess you could say. But hopefully that won't be the case. You know, Linux, you can't run everything on Linux properly. Maybe to some degree, yes, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm so tired today. All right. Seems to be streaming just fine though, that's for sure. But that could be just being me though. Not everyone has success when it comes to World of Warcraft.
What would you ask of death? Beware, our enemies abound.
Trying to go inside. It's okay. It's okay. Right? It's okay. How are you? George Moya. How are you?
What is it? Victory for Sylvanas.
It's been This 30-day Linux challenge has been a challenge, that's for sure so far. Right now I'm doing a 30-day Linux challenge, completely Linux, no Windows, nothing. Well, yeah, it's like, holy crap, it's a challenge, that's for sure. Like no gaming on PC, just like no Windows, no Windows gaming or anything like that. So it's a challenge, that's for sure. Well, why? I don't know. Like, I'm so used to playing games on Windows, like World of Warcraft, that kind of stuff. Like, it's hard to get some games to run in general, but I'm actually learning a fair lot on how to get things to run on Linux. So I'm actually, it's not bad. It's not a bad experience. It's just a challenge for me to adjust from Windows. You know, it's just it's the adjustment period is difficult. I just started this 30-day challenge yesterday or the day before, like the night before, yesterday, and it's hard. It's hard to like realize like I'm doing a 30-day challenge with no Windows, nothing, no dual booting. Everything is legitly Linux. It's crazy, dude. It's awesome though at the same time, you know. What was the operating that you were running already? Is it Solus? I remember you were talking about it was Solus. I can't remember what your operating system was. I think it was Solus, right? Yeah, Solus. How's that for you today? How's that operating system lately? Is it running well? No problems? Everything's good? So far, so good. It's so far running flawlessly so far. So far, it's running well. I thought I would have problems installing Battle.net. Apparently, I cannot use the chat, like the chat thing on Battle.net, but everything installs just fine.
Hello.
You like it? Nice. So apparently, I cannot use the chat feature on Battle.net, like the Battle.net app, but I can chat in here. Like I can chat here, but not like through the app itself. It's really funny. It's really funny.
Yes. Beware the living you are.
I was streaming the other day EverQuest 2. I was streaming EverQuest 2 the other day. And I'm actually really enjoying EverQuest 2 actually quite a bit as well. You know? And that game's also pretty addicting. I bought the expansion on that as well, and that game's addicting. Where are you? You're here. Show her mirror. Show her the mirror. How are you though? But like you're doing well, right? You're doing well. What have you been up to lately?
My blades stay sharp.
What have you been up to lately? Steam game, they don't have major problem. Yeah, like Proton, like a lot of games play go on Proton just fine. Like what I'm talking about is like there are some games that don't work well with Lutris. Like I tried. Okay, so I installed EverQuest 2 via Lutris. That worked to the point till it crashed because I was trying to run it with DXVK. But I found out that Proton uses some sort of DXVK as well with Proton, I think. So apparently EverQuest 2 runs way better on the Steam Play than it does with Lutris, which is really interesting to see. So Yeah, but so far this is running pretty smoothly so far. So I can't complain. Obviously, it's not as fast as, let's say, Windows or anything like that, right? It's not flawless. This game doesn't run flawlessly on Linux, but it runs pretty well regardless. Like, there may be some lag or something, but hey, it's Linux, right? We gotta adapt. We adapt to these things, right? We have to adapt. We dip. Yeah, I use NVIDIA. I hear apparently AMD has better compatibility. AMD has better compatibility with AMD with Linux.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, I have a 2070 Super. I have a 2070 Super, so it's not like it works fine, but Linux does not like it that much. I feel like Linux likes AMD better. Yeah. Well, I think eventually, next year or something, in Linux, yeah, of course, because it has better driver support. Oh, I'm dropping some frames there. I mean, not frames, I mean FPS. But hey, yeah, in Linux in general, AMD has better compatibility. I feel like I'm dropping things. What's going on? It's weird. It's weird. Usually it's never like this. Like it's probably the area. It has to be the area that's been being weird.
Need to get closer.
But hey, that's Linux for you. Some things just don't work. Well, I'm gonna see by the end of this 30 days. I might decide what I'm gonna do. I might either stay with Linux or stay with Windows, but we'll see. This 30-day challenge will be something interesting. You know. It has to be this area that's causing the drop FPS. Has to be the area. And it goes back up to 60. So it really depends on where you are, I guess.
Speak quickly.
So, my future isn't set yet. I might stay with Linux or for after the 30 days or what? Who knows what I'm gonna do? I don't know. I'm yawning like a madman. I'm so tired today. What made you decide to switch over to Linux, George, a while back? Like, what made you really decide to stick with Linux?
Too far away.
I know I asked you this a long time ago. I just don't recall me remembering these things. Yeah, I was just asking you, what made you decide to stay with Linux in general, like as a daily driver and stuff? Like, what made you fully decide to stay with Solus and stuff like that? I think I asked you this a long time ago. I just don't remember the question I answered a long time ago. A long story? Well, give me the short version, I guess you could say. Is it because of like a whole experience you had with Windows, I guess, or? You can't? It's too long of a story, I guess. What the hell was that? Oh, that's just weird. Okay. That was weird. Oh, university. Oh, that's a great way to learn Linux. That's a great way of learning Linux. That's cool. That's really cool, dude. That's a great way to get into Linux, to be honest. That's really cool. God, I'm dropping FPS so bad right here. I think it's just this area just causes like serious drop frames. So bad in the area. I don't have this issue when it comes to Windows, obviously, because it's designed for Windows, but still, it's interesting to see that how much this game impacts Linux operating system in general, because it's using a virtualized kind of environment, kind of.
This had better be good.
With fake Windows platform, fake Windows. But it's cool to see how you got into Linux using from university. That's just cool, dude. If I enjoyed Linux in my school, I probably would have done the same. Probably would have done the same if I were you. My high school was all Windows 7 though. Windows XP and 7. Actually, it was mostly Windows XP in my time. In my high school, it was mostly junior high and high school was mostly Windows. Windows XP. Honestly, though, Windows XP was a fantastic operating system, and then Windows 7 came around. My God, that was also the best. I can't use Windows 7. I can't use Windows 7 because I'm using Ryzen. So Ryzen does not. Apparently, Microsoft doesn't allow people to use Ryzen processors with Windows 7. Plus, it's outdated too, which is kind of crappy. I really enjoyed Windows 7 for a long, long time. There's so many people here. There's so many enemies. What kind of games have you been playing lately? What's your game of the what's your game of the day so far today? Windows started making a bad OS. Yeah, I think after Windows 7, that's when they started going downhill. After Windows 7. Yeah. Honestly, though, if my motherboard supported Windows 7, then I probably would still be using Windows 7 to this day, even if it was no longer supported. You know? Actually, I had a great experience with Vista. Trust me, I had a great experience with Vista. Unlike some people, I had a great experience. So it depends on the hardware you had at the time. I think I think it's because of the hardware. The hardware a lot of people had were, I think, either not as powerful as it needed to be, or somehow once all the service packs came out, it was better once all the service packs came in, and then everything went really smoothly. My Vista experience was great, so I don't know. Maybe I came into Windows Vista a little bit later, maybe, I don't know. But my Vista experience was great. Because I know a lot of people were complaining about it though, right? So I understand a lot of people don't want to watch it or like not want to use it. I understand that because it was buggy at the beginning and stuff, but my experience wasn't that bad. Right now I'm using Manjaro Linux, but I think you like Souls like games. Oh yeah, okay.
Speak quickly.
Oh, so these are, I see. Let's go. Oh, that's really cool. So you play the Soul-like games. Sekiro on Linux. Were you using Proton? Using Proton, I'm assuming, with Sekiro, or is Sekiro Linux compatible by default? Wait, so Sekiro is Linux compatible, or you have to use Proton? Because if it's Linux compatible, that's awesome. That's awesome if it was Linux compatible. You know, I might turn on a little bit some other setting here. Actually, I'm gonna turn everything to high. There we go. View distance, I'll turn it down to like 8. There you go. Projecting textures to the environment. Disabling this may improve performance. Is it recommended? Enabled. Okay. There you go. So I turned down some graphical settings down. Oh, Proton. Okay. So how well does it run under Proton? Does it run really well under Proton? I'm assuming really well if you're playing it a lot. Terror games or horror games, you guess you could say, or horror games. Yeah. horror, like the what are those games called? I can't remember. I know some games that you like. It's a horror game, but I turned off FreeSync and stuff, or like adaptive. Outlast, last two. I turned off like the FreeSync on my monitor and stuff, and like I turned off adaptive FreeSync on my monitor and stuff. So because apparently Linux doesn't like it, or something, like some game, like it doesn't. I don't know. Do you have FreeSync on, or you just do static? Because I just turned off my adaptive FreeSync on my monitor. I turned that off because it seems like it was always causing a problem for me for some reason. I don't know if that does that to you with Linux, with the adaptive FreeSync.
What would you ask of death? Our time will come. I'm listening.
Yeah, I think like Linux does not like the FreeSync technology or something. Yeah, well, what I did was I turned off adaptive on my monitor, like the adaptive FreeSync thing in the settings of your monitor. You know what I'm talking about. And I just turned that off, and I just put it static 144. It's static 144. It's not jumping all over the place now. It's not jumping all over the place. So that's a good thing. And it's actually far more stable that way. It just feels more stable for doing it that way. A lot of games don't like easy sync. I feel like a lot of games do not like eSync. I tried it with Star Wars: The Old Republic. It hated eSync. Once I turned off eSync, it went back to normal. So a lot of games do not like eSync at all, which is funny. Because apparently it was supposed to get better in the latest version of Proton and DXVK. Is your monitor 144 hertz as well, George? Or is it just 60?
Too far away.
Is it 44? Oh, sweet. I kept both of mine at 144, but with no FreeSync or anything like that on. It's turned off. The FreeSync and stuff is turned off. You know, I might have to go in the NVIDIA control panel and turn that off. Yeah, but you have a 580, so 104 is a dream. Yeah, that's true. Those would be those are the days. If you could get those, that would be awesome. How long have you had that 580 for? I mean, assuming quite a few years now. 3 years, maybe?
I need to get closer.
I haven't actually had a 580. Because I had the HD Radeon 7970, and then until NVIDIA's 550 or 570s came out and stuff. I got that card, the 680, and then the 980, and then the 1080, and then I got the Super 2070 Super. Honestly, though, George, I might actually switch over to. What's it called? The newer generation of the Radeon GPUs when they come out, the later ones, not the current ones right now, like the ones after the 5700 XTs, the one next gen. And I'm thinking of buying one of those cards and then selling this one to get those cards and get rid of the 570 or 2070. Because I heard the next generation Ryzen next generation. Oh yeah, I think you can. I think it will. I think eventually, because I heard what Linus is saying that they are adding ray tracing very small amounts. So if you see some of his latest videos, he was talking about how the video has been adding has been slowly, quietly adding ray tracing support to the NVIDIA drivers eventually. So maybe a ray tracing will come to Linux. Who knows? And G-Sync, who knows? Who really knows? I really hope it comes out for Proton and stuff. That'd be really cool. If it ever comes out for Proton, that'd be so awesome. I'm gonna find a jumper. The jumper, the jumper, the jumper. And why did I start this experiment? I wanted to see if I can live without Windows, I guess you could say, and learn and like just try to see if I can enjoy it, enjoy Windows without having to, you know, worry about Windows, you know? See if I can enjoy Linux without Windows. Because the Windows right now, the latest version of Windows 10, 2004 is a buggy mess. Like, it's really bad. Like, the latest version of Windows, it's really bad. So I decided to try Linux because of that. Murdoch leash. I'm gonna see how long I can last without Windows indefinitely, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see how long I can last too.
I need to get closer.
Gaming mode on Windows? So, in 2004 it is. There's actually it has better there's better gaming performance on 2004. So okay, so Windows 2004 has better gaming performance, but the problem is there's so many bugs in Windows right now that it's not worth upgrading to it for that performance. Because one thing I noticed that Windows does without your permission is it defrags what I found out. So what I read or even heard is that Windows defrags your hard drives without your permission in the latest version, and you have to disable that in your Wounded Finn Murdoch. So like that's in one bug that you can't get rid of. Like it's constantly bugged, like the for defragging. So you turn it off somehow just to stop the defragging from happening. It's really a pain in the ass. So that's why people don't like it. So, yeah, and one other bug is the it's possible that your OS could delete your files. Some document files can be deleted, that kind of stuff, in 2004. But I heard since I heard about that one's since been fixed since then. So that one that I just talked about is since fixed. The file disappearing one has been fixed. Yeah. The defrag problem is a big one though. The defragging is a big problem. Other than that, some printers don't work either. The blue screen is only for certain computers. Some people are experiencing it. Very, only some people experience a blue screen. Because depending on their hardware configuration. It's not, I've never experienced blue screens ever. It only happens when the only time it happened was, excuse me for yawning, was when there was an incompatible hardware with the OS and stuff. That's what would crash. Other than that, I never had a blue screen ever. Only if I'm overclocking too far. If I overclock my OS, my GPU would crash. But that's normal for overclocking. But I've never experienced a blue screen outside of overclocking. Yeah, so it's not that bad. Like Windows 10 2004 has appealing features. It's just there's so many bugs on it right now that I'm like it's bad. Like 1909 is really good right now. 1909 is really good.
What is it you ask?
So
Keep your guard up.
a lot of people are sticking with 1909 right now because of the whole situation. Everyone's staying with 1909. Oh well. And Microsoft actually acknowledged it, the serious problem that Windows 10 has with 2004, so they postponed the update to 2004 for some people. Because apparently it's something to do with their hardware configuration. If you have an older processor, it may not work properly. I think that's why a lot of people are not getting the update as well. Is because some of the hardware configurations. I'm yawning so bad today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just I'm just yawning so bad. So that's the reason why I want to do this Linux challenge, George. It's not just because of all that. It's just a combination of everything, right? So that's why I'm doing the 30-day challenge. Let's see if I can survive without Windows. But honestly, though, I'm not optimistic. I might stick with Windows just because a lot of games I play require Windows. It's really hard to get out of Windows environment, you know? It's just so hard. Like I'm trying right now just not to reinstall Windows. It's so hard for me not install Windows. It's so hard. I can't believe it, George, how you can survive on Linux because you've been doing it since university, but like for me, for gaming and streaming, it's so hard not to just go back to Windows. It's just so hard. I don't know how you do it, buddy. I don't know how you do it. But hey, this is why my challenge is going to be difficult for me. Because I do like the game a lot. So I'm going to try my best. George, I'm going to try my best. But I may not succeed. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, that's true. They don't care as much. I think that, yeah, that's totally what's going on. I think that's what's happening. It's a great gaming platform. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, there's just not that much support for.
What do you require?
What is it?
You can play games for other platforms. Yeah, true. What I'm thinking of doing, George, if I do decide to stay on Linux, I might get a capture card that's designed for Linux.
Speak quickly.
And buy a PS4 Pro or something, or Xbox One X, and play some games on that and stream it. And that's what I might do, but we'll see.
I haven't got all day.
I hope they increase the market share. I really hope they do.
Be quick about your business. Trust no one.
But we will probably never see the market share go back up. Excuse me. We probably will never see the Linux market share go up until a very, 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 very long time, you know. You never know. Maybe in 10 years from now, Linux share might go up, but I'm not optimistic it's gonna go that far. But we'll see. You never know. You never know, right? You just never know. Yeah. Like, honestly though, Linux is great. Like, it's great, but for me, I need a game. I need all my games. I need all my games. So this is a hard. It's hard for me to adjust to using Lutris or Proton for games, right? Like for BattleNet games, Blizzard games, it's gonna be really hard for me to adjust. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. You know what? I need a energy drink. I need an energy drink. I can't keep yawning. I might go to bed early though today too. I went to bed at almost 6 a.m. in the morning last night. I was watching Hannah. I'm watching the Hannah TV show on Amazon last night till like 6 in the morning. It was so bad. I went to bed at 6. It's not good, man. It's not good. It wasn't good at all. Do you play World of Warcraft on Solus? George, do you have it running on Lutris as well, or you just play your terror and horror games and stuff like that? This is actually like this game. It's actually playable. Right now it's 9:05 p.m. for me. It's 9:05 p.m. I need to pay for a BattleNet subscription, like the World of Warcraft subscription, if I plan on playing this more. I need to get a subscription. Some of you play Overwatch, and does it work well, or is it buggy for you? It runs perfectly. That's really good to see. It's awesome. So far, like, I had to turn down some of these settings to high, so which is not a problem for me. I don't need this game to run at maximum settings, you know? As long as I can have high enough settings, I can have decent experience. I can't complain. You know, I think like for World of Warcraft, George, I think I need to adapt. Like, you can't have everything running at max with Proton, or not Proton, I mean like with Lutris or anything like that for max settings, because they're obviously going to crash because it's not an actual Windows operating system. So I obviously have to turn down some settings for the game not to bug up or lag or crash, right? So I gotta do some compromises when it comes to gaming on Linux with Lutris or Proton. Other than that, it runs flawlessly. So wait, how do I change my like what am I arms. There is a YouTube channel, Fightless Mango, that makes benchmarks Linux with versus when it's an Overwatch runs almost as good as when it's. Oh damn! That's awesome. That's crazy. I guess I have to use the That's really awesome though to see that you get really great performance with Overwatch, which is surprising to be honest. I didn't think that Overwatch would run so smooth on Linux. Just because it's a really demanding game too. So that's awesome, George, that it runs flawlessly on Linux. That's awesome. See, there is benefit with Linux, in a way, right? And there is the way with Linux. Yeah, that's probably why. That's probably why, yeah, it's probably an optimized, really optimized game. And it's rare to even get games that are properly optimized. It's really hard to find games like that. You know? A lot of games nowadays aren't fully optimized. It's just sad we live in an age where games aren't fully optimized as they used to.
I need to get closer.
But hey, we can't always get what we want, right? I honestly have a feeling that I really hope that Cyberpunk 2077 will be Linux compatible with via Proton. Excuse me. Excuse me. Jeez Louise. I really hope yeah, I just hope that it will become optimized for Linux like the via Proton. But we'll see, right? We'll see what happens in the future. You never know. We'll see. Instead of yawning, now I'm burping. Jesus. Instead of yawning, I'm burping now. That's a big no-no. So far, this stream, it seems to be pretty stable, which is surprising. I thought, yeah, it'll be the DX12 exclusive, yeah. Of course. And that's why, George, I don't think I can stay with Linux fully because of the DX12. Yeah. And that's why I don't think I can stay Linux full time because of that. Because it's not fully compatible with Vulkan 100%. And that's my problem, right? So, and this is why I'm doing the 30-day Linux challenge, to see if I can even remotely enjoy it as I would on the Windows, right? Still in the early days, so it's, I don't know how long that's going to take though, right? So, and this is why I'm doing this challenge, so, yeah. I need some challenge anyways. It's something different though in the meantime, right? So, one thing about being undead, George, the great thing about being undead, I don't lose air. I can be underwater this whole time and nothing will happen. Being undead is the best. Being undead. Oh man, oh man. I have a new mic though too. I finally got a better microphone. I don't have a Blue Yeti anymore. You can probably tell by the quality. The quality of my microphone is way better than when I had Blue Yeti. Die, there you go. Hope there's no buzzing. I hope you don't hear any buzzing or anything like that. One thing you could have said was, I used to play WoW until I took an arrow to the knee and started playing Skyrim. I was once a WoW player like you until I took an arrow to the knee, and then I started playing other games. I used to be a WoW player like you until I took an arrow to the knee and started playing all different kinds of games. The audio's good. Or okay. Not great. Not great. Not superb. Just okay. Unbelievable. So I have a shitty audio too. Great. I have shitty audio. Just kidding. It's great audio. Okay, it's great. Cut me some slack, George. Cut me some slack here. Okay. God. Ah. Sucky audio. My audio sucks. Perfect. Okay, cool. No, I was just messing with you. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I was just messing with you. That's all. You're just in front of. What do you mean? What? You're just in front? Yeah, that's true. Wait, how am I in front of you? Oh, wait, through the monitor. That's why. I have a shitty mixer though. I have a shitty mixer, so apologies if you hear some sort of buzzing, because I bought a shitty mixer. I only bought $100 mixer. If I bought the, if I bought like the $300 mixer, it would probably sound even better. It's just right now I didn't have the money, the budget for that, the high quality mixers, because like they're like $250, $300 and stuff like that. I've only bought $100 one. It's all right, I guess. It does the job, I guess. The $100 mixer that I have, it does the job, so I can't really complain. Right? So
Speak quickly.
it's not that bad. $100 mixer isn't that bad, I guess.
I am forsaken. Remember, patience, discipline. I can't use that.
My specialization, flurry. Dual-handed axes, maces, swords. Wait, what? Did I try to stream 2 mixer? Like, wait, what? Oh, I heard about mixer mixer shutting down. Mixer shutting down. July 30th. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, mixer shutting down. Yeah, I heard about that. And they did not give. They gave no warnings too. By the way, they gave no warnings. It just happened, that quick. It just happened and boom, that was it. Everyone, it's gone. It's gone basically. Golem weed. Oh, they're up there. That's sad, right? Yeah, like it's pretty shitty that it happened. Like I like Mixer. I had like 400 some followers on Mixer. Obviously, it's like I worked somewhat for that, but like at the same time, it was alright, I guess. My experience was alright with Mixer, but at the same time, at the same time, it sucks that the partners weren't notified. A lot of like, even the employees didn't know about it until they saw the tweet. Like even the employees did not find out until they read the tweet or something. It's really bad. It was really bad. And they decided to migrate Mixer over to Facebook Gaming. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you, like, from a platform that is only, that obviously it takes time for it to grow. It takes time for it to grow. Why would you shut down a platform when everyone's so dedicated to it? Like, obviously, requires years and years of dedication. 5 years, oh yeah, great. Yeah, 5 years, it might not take, it'll probably take longer than that to grow a platform. It takes time. Like, you can't just shut down a platform and think that you're gonna profit off it. Excuse me, jeez. Because Microsoft wanted to make money off it, right? They want that platform to be super, what's it called? Popular and everything. Obviously, it wasn't popular, very popular by any means, but it was growing. It was growing to the point. It was growing enough that it was growing, but it just took long. Oh Jesus! It just took longer. I'm burping so bad. Jeez. I hate energy drinks. Makes you burp. But it's just sad that what happened, George. You know, it's just sad. It's sad what happens. A lot of Mixer streamers or partners that I watch, they are so pissed. They were so pissed and unhappy that they had no choice but to move over to Twitch. They did not want to move over to Facebook Gaming. They're like, hell no, I'm not going to Facebook Gaming. Screw you. So a lot of people switched over to Twitch because of that. So it's sad, eh? It's sad. People who did like, yeah, exactly. They'd not wait for the next. Yeah, exactly. Like, obviously, every platform takes time to grow. You know, like, why thinking? Why would Microsoft have the mindset of like, oh, we'll make a platform that rivals Twitch, and it will be more popular than Twitch within 5 years? That's the dumbest mindset I've ever seen. Like, every platform grows at a different pace. Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Gaming, Trovo or whatever, DLive, they all grow at different rates. You can't expect for a platform to take 5 years just to get to the same status as Twitch. There's no way. There's no way that a platform like that will be as successful right off the bat. Like, it takes time. Like, it will have to take time. You can't just expect a gaming platform to you know, be popular within 5 years. But that's that. I think that, dude, can you stop killing people? Just stop killing these frickin'. Leave me alone. I hate when these people like take your kills, man. Pisses me off. God, man, people take my kills. Stop taking my kills, bitches. Yep. You must go to bed. All right. Have a good night. Good night, George. Thanks for joining the chat and stuff and chill. I'll see you next time. All right. I'll see you next time. You had a good time. So did I. It's good. It's good to talk to you again. Take care, man. Have a good one. See you later. Sleepyhead. You gotta put that head to bed. That head to bed. See ya. All right.
What would you ask of death? Beware the living.
All right, this quest is done. Nicely done. Sweet. This game is running flawlessly so far.
The shadows beckon. I am forsaken. Farewell. What is it? Trust no one.
Trust no one.
What do you require? Trust no one.
What is it?
Do not seek death.
Do not seek death.
What is it? Dark Lady, I watch over you.
Oh my god, man. I think I need to. Ooh, man. Going to bed so late, waking up late, makes everything. My goodness. Sleepy heads of mine. Sleepy head of mine. Burping like a madman. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Alright. You know what, guys? I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to call it a night. Or call it a stream, sorry. I'm going to head her off. I'm getting too sleepy. I might go to bed a little bit earlier today. I've been just dozing off and stuff here. So thanks again for watching. And please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want to see some more Linux gaming, I'll be doing some more. World of Warcraft streams, EverQuest 2 streams, and I'll be doing some Star Wars: The Old Republic streams and all that, and all those other games and stuff, and some other tutorials eventually. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.